Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. Tango here, doing the Hermitcraft thing on the vanilla server. Hope you guys are doing good today. Yes, so much has changed with one little snapshot. You guys know what I'm talking about. I assume most of you have seen it, but for those of you that haven't, there is a snapshot coming out, okay? And it's got a little something to do with fireworks. It's almost like I knew this was coming. Almost. Almost. This is all about the fireworks. There was a while back there was a post on Reddit, okay? And someone had the idea of using fireworks to propel yourself through the sky while you're using an elytra. I thought it was a fantastic idea. I was actually in the process of working on it for an upcoming Breaking Bytes episode. For those of you who remember what that is, gonna come back. And I don't have to do that anymore because it's coming in vanilla and I am so excited. Yes, you're going to hold a rocket in your hand, okay? And run and jump and fly and take off with the rockets, and it's gonna be great. The bigger the rocket you have, the more, meaning the more gunpowder you use to create it. We'll go over all that. It's gonna propel you different things. It's gonna be happy. It's gonna be great. So yeah, this is changing. Okay, reserved for rocket tech. Rocket tech. You like it? Got a little ring to it. Got that little tech in there. The rocket. You like it? You like it? It's clever. I know. I came up with it all by myself. Yeah. So this is still going to be our central creation system and everything. But the building I was going to build here is now going to be in the Brown District because we're going to be selling rockets like they're nothing. Like they're nothing. Because everybody's going to need rockets to get the little boosty around the server. And who's ready to sell rockets? This guy. That's right. So, alright. I'm so excited. I'm like a kid in a candy store with this patch here. So, I have been busy, okay? I have been busy. You can see in my inventory right now is a lot. These are all filled, by the way. All filled. Glowstone, gunpowder, dyes, paper, you name it, we got it here, okay? You want to make about 60,000 fireworks? It's on me right now. I got you covered. So down here, we're going to keep building the crafting station. And today, the goal is to get that done, get the first network done over to the Brown District, and set up shop for rocket tech. And maybe open some business, and maybe get some rockets going. I don't know. We'll see. So let's go. Let me jump down here, and I'm going to unload all my business here. You guys remember this from last episode. I'm going to rework this a little bit, I think. But most importantly, I gotta start unloading all this stuff and get storage and everything. It's gonna go in all these chests. Happiness is about to happen. I can't wait. Let's do it. Okay, little progress here. I swapped out for quartz to make it look a little bit better, and so that I have stairs and things like that. Didn't really change much of the design. A little bit changed a little bit over here. I thought a little bit more again about making some kind of automated thing, and I'm not one to shy away from that. I just don't think it's that practical, honestly. I don't know. I really think this is going to be some really fast firework crafting. I'll be able to craft like 3 or 4 stacks in a matter of seconds, and then complete flexibility what I want and everything. So yeah, you have step 1 here. You take either a gunpowder or one of you actually take both of these. You choose one of these, and doing my testing, I'm going to lean a lot toward the large. This gives you the large burst. This gives like a star pattern. This just kind of makes them kind of spray all over the place. I don't really like the feather that much. So I'll probably go with the fire charge mostly. Obviously here's got all the ingredients. I'm trying to keep them like in order of the districts, like blue, orange, brown. If you think like how they go around the circle, purple, yellow. This would be green. I left green in my base. I got to get that, and then white is in the middle. This one is empty, so this is a future expansion. We'll see what goes there. Who knows? And then just craft your fire star. Showing a little picture of a fire star here. So you craft it there, and then you come over here and you grab 1 to 3 stacks of gunpowder and a stack of paper and your fire star and craft the final firework. The number of gunpowder you take here determines the propulsion of the firework. So, if we're just shooting them in the air for looks, that's how high they'll go. So I want to make a lot of 3s for that. And then if you're using them for crazy new awesome elytra rocket power stuff, then the number of gunpowder determines how much propulsion you get. And I suspect people are just going to want the 3s. So probably just going to be churning through the gunpowder here like a ton. In the back here, this is probably not the best way to come back here, but I am starting to get like a little, let's see here. Can I stack some more of these up here? No. Don't have chest? Don't have chest. Whatever. Anyways, I'll stop talking to myself. You get the idea here. Basically, I have a triple hopper system into that one gunpowder. So all three of those hoppers go into that one bottom one. Because I'm going to be pulling like 3 stacks out of there at a time. Versus just the 1 stack of paper. So this line here is just for paper. But all 3 of these lines here are for gunpowder. And I'm going to stack up more chests here and put signs on them and everything. So I got all the item frames back here so that I'm gonna come back here, and this will be like my refueling thing. I'll know what goes where by the opposite sides of each of these things. A couple more extra storage there and everything. So I like that. There'll probably be like a little door or something here maybe. So I think the crafting station is more or less done. I started filling things up here, and then I've just got my shulker wall of happiness everywhere here. Like the amount of resources, all the paper, glowstone, there's just tons of gunpowder. Tons of gunpowder. There's fire charges, gunpowder. Some of these I started to unload, but you can see the witch farm has been working good here. So much stuff. More gunpowder. What do we got over here? Gold, gunpowder. Alright. We're going to need lots of gunpowder. That's probably going to be the limiting factor, because it's going to be 4 stacks of gunpowder for every craft session, I guess. Alright, so that's that. I may change some things here, but I think that's mostly how it's going to work. The beacon's temporary. I'll take that out when we finish the room up. But the next thing I want to do is figure out what we're going to do over here. Alright, so I've been thinking a little bit about how I want to do this over here. And I was toying with a lot of different ideas. Like, I was trying to come up with all these overly complicated things. And again, I went with the simple solution here. But I was experimenting with like an arrow in an item frame. And you dial it into the district you want. And you would have like colored wool all around, so you just like point it to the color of the district you want, and then put the items, the fireworks, in the chest, and hit a button or something, or don't hit a button, just put them in the chest, and they would automatically go to the correct district. But then, like that felt kind of fancy, but in the end, it's not good because I can't like send a bunch to red and then immediately send a bunch to blue. I'd have to wait for everything to empty out of the chest before. Not that red's an actual district, but you know what I mean. So I ditched that. Then I was like, well, do I just have individual chests for each one, and then like little dropper clocks spitting the items out? And in the end, I'm just like, well, why don't I just have a hole? Because really, all I want is I'm gonna send the items on an ice stream to the districts, and instead of going with 8 blocks of water, like I'm gonna go with 7, because then we'll have 7 blocks of water. And then a block to stop the water and start the new one. So that way they'll have 2 7s and 2 blockers, which is 16, which means the water will stay consistent between the chunks. So we can have the water consistently go over the chunk boundaries. It'll make sense when we get there, don't you worry. But anyways, what do we got to do here, I think, is something like, I'm trying to think here. So if we piggyback these, brown, purple, yellow, and then green and white. And now dig a hole in front of each one of these. So like that, 2 there, not there, put 1 back there. I think this is going to be the best way to do it. Now the reason they're zigzagged is so that I can have like barriers between each. So let's see, what do I do with my quartz? In here, let's grab some of that. And then I'm going to need some quartz slabs here too. So bang out some of these guys. Good. Put those on my hotbar. And some of this. So now this is where it's going to like kind of make sense here. So do this. Block all these off like that. And then we'll just do slabs now so that I can't fall in the holes like that. So yeah, I finished my fireworks and I'm like, oh, this is for purple district. Just come over here, put my head right up, boop, throw it in the hole. And that's going to go down to its own, ice stream or whatever that goes straight to the purple district. If I have blue ones, I just go over here and throw them right in that hole. So I like this. It's very simple, but no redstone, no anything, no clocks, no nothing. Just get the job done. And I like that. So when I redo the floor, I'll make this kind of like a little bit fancier and stuff. But that's the general idea there. And then I can go, I'll probably put something a little bit fancier up top here. But, we can cover this over like that. Does that let me get in there? Yeah, I can still get in there. Okay, good. Yeah, I like this. The slabs are perfect because I have perfect access to the hole without falling in. So, yeah, I like that. All right, then. I think I'm debating now. Do I want to... I don't know. I can finish up this room right now, but I'm anxious. I want to start digging the tunnel. So, like I said, brown is going to be our first one here. So, let me start thinking how we're going to make this network work and figure out how these guys are all going to branch out. Because let's see, blue, I'm facing south, so blue is that way, orange is that way, brown is over there, purple's directly south, yellow is to the west, right? Yep. Green is kind of north, so they're going to be going all over the place here. So let me dig some holes here. They're going to be weaving in between each other, and it's going to be difficult. Let's see what we can do. All right, so instead of digging the crazy tunnel for now, I figured now's a good time to figure out where I want to put my shop here in the brown district. Now, I know that Falls has started a new boardwalk kind of sub-district over there, which I think is really cool. I was originally going to pick that spot, but then I'm thinking, this isn't just an ordinary shop. If I was just making another shop that was going to sell stuff, I would definitely go over there, and I encourage other hermits to do that. However, this shop's a little important in that it's also going to be launching off fireworks, and I want people to be able to see the fireworks from this district. So if I put it way down there, no one's going to see it, so we're going to kind of cheat, and we're going to squeeze it in here. My shop is not that big. It is a little tall, because we're basically just going to be making a big old firework here. But I'm thinking, so I'm on top of the iron shop here, Rusty's recycled relatives, and I think I'm going to put it right here, actually. And the base of it is like 7 by 7, so it should be fine. Then as it goes up, it's a 5 by 5. So let's see here. I want to pick out a spot here, and as I am doing this, let's see. Should I go up? Should I go up one? I should go up one more, shouldn't I? Yeah. All right, let's try that. We'll say this is going to be grass here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How's this working? Maybe go over one more over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then kick that over. I'm just trying to find the base frame here. So it'll be there and then there, right? So choppy here. That works, I think. And then, like I said, the grass will go up a little bit on the side there to make it look a little bit better. Okay. Good. It's not really... It's a little tight here, but you still got your little alleyways and stuff. I only broke a little bit of bushes, so I don't think it's that too... I don't think it's bad here, so I'm going to go with that, actually. All right, while I'm building some of this here, I have some stuff to mention. The first is that on... What is it? I'm looking at the page now. The 21st and 22nd of December, the Hermits are doing a 2-day Christmas live stream-a-thon-a-majamble thing. It's going to be pretty good. 12 hours every day of nothing but Hermits, and I already went too high. Yeah, I only wanted to go too high there. So yeah, 2 days in a row of Hermits streaming, both on Twitch and on Beam. And it's pretty cool because I personally am kind of anchoring this thing in terms of I am the first one to go. So the first stream of the whole thing is going to be a derp stream, okay, which I'm super excited about. Impulse and I are really going to try and come up with something very good for that stream. I want you guys to all put it on your calendar there. It's going to be pretty good. Let's see. Where do I want the door for this thing? Probably back here, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. And then this can be the door right here. Okay, I got plans for this thing, so I'm going to be kind of fumbling as I'm talking here. But yeah, 2 days straight of Hermitcraft live streams, guys. It's going to be pretty awesome. So the first one, which is in the morning, it's like my 9 a.m. There's a little time converter. Go to hermitcraft.com/xmas16. I'll leave a link in the description. I'll try to remember to put a doobly thing on the page right now or on the screen. Hopefully I will remember to do that. But yeah, you want to check it out and see, and you can like convert it to your time zone and everything. But yeah, it's going to be Derp going first, which obviously is Impulse and I. We got Scar, Falls, Azuma, Wells and Night, TFC on the first day. The second day is Iskal, Rendog, Biffa, Impulse again, then Cub Fan, and then me to wrap everything up. So crazy excited about that. It's all going to be like Christmas themed and stuff. We're gonna be pulling out all the stops. So leave that on your calendar and be sure to check it out. It will be a lot of fun. The other thing, just regarding streaming in general, is I have been so lucky as to increase my streaming time, and I want to let you guys all know it. If you go to beam.pro/tangotech, I have a full schedule there. I'm streaming like 6 days a week right now. I'm doing a lot of streaming and really enjoying it. That's going to be a door. I want to get a fancy door. Spruce, I think. So yeah, definitely check out beam.pro/tangotech if you guys want to catch me live, because I'm streaming like during the day and stuff now. It's not just on crazy derp hours at night. Let's see here. All right, so we're gonna turn. This is the base here where you'll walk in, and then up top here, we're gonna convert it into a giant firework. If I could get up there, which I can't because reasons. Okay, So I think this, right, this is 5 wide. We're going to make it look like a giant firework. Just like the, this is not going to be a work of art or anything, but it's going to clearly be a firework. It's going to look just like the firework icon kind of thing. So let's see. Like this, and then we're going to put the, like the red kind of angles going up it. If you guys remember, you guys have seen the firework icon. I don't have one on me right now. Oh, wait. I don't want to do that. I want to do wool. 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 Wool, wool, wool. Like so. So anyways, that's all I wanted to mention was the Hermitcraft stream, and then me streaming more during the day as well. If you want to catch me live stream, guys, I'd really love to see you guys hang out. Really enjoying it. So those are the two things. I'm going to finish building up this little firework thing here, and then we're going to have a lot of fun because this is not just an ordinary shop. There's going to be an item elevator built in here and some super compact, crazy cool redstone up at the top that I want to show you guys. Welcome to Rocket Tech. So, okay, it's not so much to look at, but it looks like a rocket, kind of, sort of. I like it. Little swirlies going up. I got the brown cap on top, which we're not done because there's going to be redstone up there. With a little bit of, little hook, little overlay, so the brown thing like kind of folds over, and then did a little stair slab combo thing with some cobble pillars on the side here to make it look a little bit better. Tried to blend some grass in and stuff, and yeah, that's what we got. So I gotta find a place to put a sign here. I haven't figured that out yet. Feels like it should go right here, but then that kills this thing. I don't know, whatever. We'll deal with that later. Anyway, inside you have this. So here's the deal, okay? The items are going to be delivered from the White District through the central processing system network, whatever, and they're going to come all the way down there, okay? I'm going to have the items going underground like at like Y60, 55 or so. That way I don't have to worry about going through any like water or, cutting off the side of a ravine wall or a canyon wall or whatever. So I got to come up from Y equals like 55 up here. So there's going to be a 3x3 glass elevator that's going to fit just snug in here. So as you come in here, you're like, smack, this is going to be glass right in front of you here. And you got to walk around here, around the elevator, down, and there just happened to be this nice little hole dug here. Pretty nice, I must say. I think this is like something Mumbo did. I'm not sure whose this is, but it's dug out and it's pretty much the perfect size. So that's going to be my shop, okay? Like I said, the fireworks delivered are going to come up here, and this is going to continue all the way up to the roof, which, let's see if I can, no. Let's see if that's going to work for you. Nope, that looks like a miss. Maybe. Got it! Nice. Not too bad. I'm impressed. Okay, so up here, we're going to have crazy amounts of redstone that, yeah, I should have some glass on me, but I don't. Let's see what we can get done here. I'm going to bust these corners out here, even though they're going to come back in when we're done. Because I figured this redstone out off camera. And I was like, there's no way I can do what I want to do up here. But it turns out I can, and it's pretty crazy. So, okay. We're going to have our timing system up here that's going to periodically shoot out fireworks. I talked about this last episode. I'm going to use a chicken laying an egg. Now, a chicken lays an egg between every 5 and 10 minutes, evenly distributed across there. So on average, every 7.5 minutes. A couple of you guys said, and I agree, that I don't necessarily want to shoot a fireworks show off every 7.5 minutes. You got to keep in mind though that I'm only going to be shooting them out when obviously people are in the area and it's loaded. So someone would have to be, in brown or very close in white or something for these fireworks to be going off every 7 minutes. But with that said, I also want to add a randomizer after the egg is launched that I can control that determines basically, always fire the fireworks every time an egg or every third time or something. And then when it does fire off, I want to shoot a little redstone going over there. And I do want to shoot I want to shoot like 3 fireworks off, like a pow, pow, pow kind of thing. So we're going to make all that happen in here with the elevator in here. And actually, let me go get some glass and then I'll just lay the redstone down and then explain it. It'll be pretty cool. And done. All right, here we go. The glass elevator is in. That's glass all the way up from there. I'm not going to take the glass all the way down to like Y equals 60 just because that's a lot of glass. So I'll probably just leave the clay and inspect it to make sure there's no holes and stuff like that. But the item should come all the way up to here. Now, there's a little bit of craziness going on here to get... Oh, wait, that's wrong. Burp, 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 burp. There we go. Okay. Process fixed. Okay, so it's all going to start... like I said, the items are going to come up. They're going to go in that hopper and then into this dispenser here. So the only downside to the system is I don't have a lot of bulk storage here. I'm only going to be able to hold 9, so what, 14 stacks of fireworks. That's quite a lot of fireworks, honestly, so it shouldn't matter too much. I'm only going to be shooting 3 at a time, so I think we'll be good there. And like I said, I'll be able to refill whenever I want to. Okay, so the fireworks are going to come up and go in that dispenser automatically. Now, over here, this is where the chicken is going to live, right here. He's going to be like happy chicken, pooping out eggs, doing what he does best, okay? And the comparator is going to pick that up when he does catch an egg, and the egg is going to go into this dropper right here and just sit there for a second. When the chicken does do his business there, it's going to hit this dropper there, which is going to attempt to push an item up into the hopper, which will then push the item right back down. But it's either going to be a shovel or not a shovel. And that's going to give me a 50-50 chance of getting a redstone signal length greater than 1. So if it picks the shovel, you guys know how to do this. This is a typical randomizer. If it picks the shovel, I'll get a signal length of 3. If it picks the redstone or whatever crap I put in there, it'll be a 1. So if it gets a shovel, it'll hit this repeater here, which once I do that, will power the redstone below it into the block and fire the first rocket, which will be in there, okay? This block will be powered, and then this repeater is going to go on a 4-tick delay and power this block here, which will fire the second rocket. And then this guy's going to pull that signal out of there a little bit more, kick it over here to that repeater there. For whatever reason, another 4-tick here wasn't enough, so I just did a little bit extra there. And that repeater pointing into the air block above the dispenser is enough to power it, which is pretty cool. So that's the 3 fireworks we get. And then I actually had this line go back over here into the dropper to take that egg that was just hatched and to shoot it on the ground. I wanted a way where I would be able to destroy the items, but given that eggs are only fired once every 7.5 minutes or so, there'll be 1 egg sitting here and it'll rot in 5 minutes. So I don't think 1 egg is going to kill the server. But that is it. That is the system here. Now, oh wait, there's one more thing. Where is it? This needs to go in. So when I was testing this, okay, the items were coming up, and occasionally they come up with enough momentum, and on the edge here where they kind of go boop, and they shoot out here on the outside the hopper. So the solution to that is this right here. This one took me a while to find something to do it. The door is perfect because it's on that block, so nothing can get out that surface. It's like solid blocks there, but the door does not obscure the fireworks from going off. So pretty cool. I like that. And then I'll probably just do a little bit more of this here just to keep any extra overzealous fireworks from shooting at the top there. And that's it. That's it. Now we can actually put the let's see here. Let me actually double check this. So if I put in, we'll put in some of these guys here, okay? Now if I throw an item down this guy here, I should get 3 of the clay shooting out there. Unless, of course, I don't get the shovel. There we go. Okay, yeah, it worked. The thing I just realized, though, yeah. Uh-oh, I see a false. She's sneaking on me here. I think she's streaming right now. Hi. I'm not even sure if she was trying to sneak up on me. All right. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I just realized there's a problem here with this. Every time I don't get a shovel, or I wasn't being sneaky. Every time I don't get the shovel, there's going to be an extra one that stays in there. So I might have to figure that out. Otherwise, this could eventually fill up. He's just randomly walking into a giant rocket. These things happen. Okay, so I think we're done here. That's enough blabbing for me. Let me wrap this guy up here, like so. And then this is just going to be our kind of not very exciting top. Let's get the chicken in there in a second. I hope I'm not clipping anything. Get you, and then this will be enough like that. Okay, good. Now for the chicken. I have brought some eggs over here. Let's see if I can actually get them in there. So I'm going to get the chicken and then immediately cover them up. Actually, let's just do this just to make sure. All right. You. Be free. There you go. Settle in there, big guy. Did I did hard corners. Okay. Yep. There. All right. Now, hopefully, that little guy is going to grow up and be our timing system. And I don't want... I love this. I'm really pleased with... Oh, wait a minute. You guys are screaming at me, aren't you? You guys are screaming at me, aren't you? I almost forgot. That would have been very sad. Okay, yeah. So that's the hole we got to leave there. So that's where the fireworks will shoot out up into the sky. We'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm going to start digging the massive hole for her to tunnel from the White District over to here. I'm really not looking forward to that part. Oh, I almost forgot. The most important part. This firework needs a wick. I need a wick here. So I'm going to put... I don't see which side should I put it on. At the back... It could loop up to... Let's try the back. Let's try the back here. I have no idea. But I basically just grabbed some black wool here. We'll see how this works here. Something like this? Maybe? Oh, the server lag is rough today. That's not a very good... Wait, maybe one more? Maybe one more on an angle. Like that. Now it looks like it's part of that building, though. Nah, maybe just the way it was, I think. What do you think? Is that wiki enough? I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah, maybe one more up. Contemplate. All right, we'll go with that. There's the wick. Psst. Oh, I need to put a... Hold on. At the very least, I should put a torch on it. But I should probably get some... something to make it look like it's actually burning. That looks really dumb. Whatever. My wick is a very special wick. Alright, there you go. Rocket Tech will be open for business shortly. This is the drop hole for the Brown District, and that is the tunnel leading to the Brown District after a couple of hurdles and a couple little problems I had to navigate around. Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, though, I want to show you guys is... I want to use water streams to take the items into unloaded chunks, but I want to make sure that wherever there's a chunk boundary, that I have a solid water stream pushing against it. That way when the items unload in the unloaded, when they go into the unloaded chunk, they're still in a water stream, so that when those chunks load, the water stream will continue to push, and there's no like loss of momentum or anything. So looking at my chunk locator there, there it is right there actually. So it's between these two blocks is a chunk, so I think we're actually perfect here. So if I do this, break you, and get a nice water stream coming out, I will, so what I'm going to do now is make sure those go only 7 blocks instead of 8. So I'm going to chop that right there and put another one like that, so that now every water segment is 8 blocks, including the water and the block to stop it. So like this. So that should be 16 blocks from that water source to where this one is now. So it should be like 5 blocks or so right there. Yeah, same exact distance. So we're good. So I'm going to keep that pattern going all the way down around the corner and all the way over to the brown. All right, it's time to test this crazy thing now. So the hole to the Brown District is in, and all the ice and water and necessary elevators, everything is in to theoretically take whatever I drop in there and put it at the top of the shop in the Brown District. So I'm ready to make our first official batch of rocket. You guys saw nothing. I forgot to stock that one. All right, so I got gunpowder and glowstone, and we're gonna go with some fire charge, and it is the Brown District, so we're gonna go with some cocoa beans, which I gotta go get some more of. Now we craft it here, so we go bam, bam. I don't think it matters. I think just that. Okay, large ball brown twinkle. Excellent. And then hop over here. We're gonna go a 1, a 2, a 3, and some paper. Bam. I definitely gotta finish restocking this, but here we go. Gunpowder, 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 paper, fire start, crazy awesome, large ball brown. Bam. There we go. So now, by the way, look, there's all kinds of people on right now. There's never this many people on at this hour of the night. All right, so in theory, hopefully I'm not just throwing these away. And go. All right, 3 stacks of fireworks should show up in the Brown District. Now, I don't know. It's very much on the border whether our store is actually loaded right now. My guess is it's actually unloaded, but it's pretty close. So I'm gonna give it a minute here, but those things are probably zooming along right now. They're probably actually already down and have made the turn. We got our chicken in there. We had some chicken drama. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? Oh yeah. That means happiness. I hear the elevator clicking. Oh, the server lag is real right now. Okay, let's see here. Nice! Here they come. Oh, that's so sweet. I love it. Okay, this is cool. So, who we got over here? There's Beefster. Hi, Beef. He doesn't even see me up here. He's just checking things out. Okay, so we got our chicken here. Like I said, there was some chicken drama with chickens deciding to suffocate themselves. But we finally have an adult chicken in there, and as soon as he does his little business with his egg there, we should get some fireworks happening. Oh, we may have our first customer here. Merchandise is being delivered. He knows it. Alright, so they're up there. I want the chicken to lay an egg now. And those fireworks will go off, I'm pretty certain. Well, maybe we can, everyone loves fireworks. I wonder if he even knows about the elytra. You heard about the elytra changes. Yes? Alright, so our chicken seems to be having performance anxiety. Oh, I don't wanna open that up though. Must see patch notes beef. Huge. Rocket powered elytra. He hasn't seen yet. Oh man. Alright, well, come on, chicken. Do your thing, man. Bark, 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 bark. Let's see here if we got. Okay. Did we. Oh, we lost some. 4 reels. Hold on. Gotta get the Z in there. Alright, so we threw in 3 stacks. That's frustrating. I wonder where the rest are. Alright, I must investigate. But you know what? I'm going to investigate off camera, and I'm going to finish the building off camera because this episode is getting pretty long, and I'm running out of time. But I think proof of concept is done. We just got to figure out where those few items are being lost, but I will find them. But Rock Attack is almost open for business. Maybe next episode we'll do the shop and make the official grand opening, and then put some of the other networks in and populate to the other districts. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun, and I cannot wait for this patch to go in. Rocket powered elytra, loving it. All right, guys, I had a lot of fun today. This was a really fun little project here. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, do me a favor, hit that like button, and I will see you next time. Later.